Hello, 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 everyone. So I'm sitting here, I'm about to begin working on my website. Though I already have it published, I need to do some updates to make it just right. I'm in the process of doing a blueprint for a new business, right? Though I've had two businesses, it's very easy to start a business, but this time we're going to do some lucrative business investments. And I am grateful to bring you guys along the ride. So we've already sold the old blueprint, right? And we're going into a new one. Now, the old blueprint was for those who inspiration, motivation, mindfulness, woke activity, right? But as we are thriving in this new era, the golden age, we no longer need to be woke in this day and time. So I'm not going to give you guys the old occult practice. We're tapping into the new. And I've been given a heads up that it's okay for me to go ahead and do the new. And I'm just going to give a disclaimer every time I do something new. I do not have to do any sensitivity training. Each time you click on my social media platforms, you guys are agreeing to my scientific research. There is a disclaimer on my website. There is disclaimers within our platforms that you sign up for. Each of my platforms, I am doing scientific research, and I've been doing scientific research since 2018. Now, this platform, I am going to be building this platform. This platform, like all the others, is for the people. Okay, so I cannot allow you guys to upset me when my platforms are for the people. All the research is from me reading what the people want to hear and see. All it is you guys are clicking on my platform and you seeing me post it or say it. It's because that is what my algorithms are saying that is trending for all of my followers. Therefore, I speak and post what you guys want me to post from my platforms. Now, there is a disclaimer at the top of each social media platform saying that I am a master of science. What does that mean? I am a master of science doing scientific research at all times. Can I do open light? I will definitely do that tomorrow. I'm going to do an outside meditation with you guys. So tomorrow I'm going to teach you guys how to release the old mind programming and show you what blocks and techniques around your city that is hindering your growth process and how to render it with your mind, how to counteract it. I'm going to give you the RX, the prescription for it. So this is me letting go of the old and accepting that my new scientific research that had already been signed off on by doctors is good for me to go ahead and give the green light on. So again, each of my social media platforms, I only conduct scientific research, and I've been doing this since 2018. There is a disclaimer on all of them. It says Master of Science. Hello, hello, everyone in the chat. Much love to each and every one of you guys. So let's go ahead and tap in. I am what? I am love. I am joy. I am peace. I am gentleness. I am kindness. I am self control. I am gentleness. I am that I am. Whatever questions that you guys may have, I have a perspective. And of course, it's up to you to receive the perspective. So the screen is dark. I don't want to allow how I look to not be receptive of the pure science that I speak. I speak nothing but pure science, you guys. So when I'm seeing my looks distract those people from receiving the purity of the science that I have learned for the past 6 years. So I'm going to start doing blackout meditations with you guys so that my looks will not distract you guys from receiving the pure science that I speak of. I don't want people to be like, oh, looks can be deceiving. No, I've been speaking straight pure science since 2018. So we're going to stick with what it is I conducted. All right, so I'm going to pull up some of my research studies from 2018. I know that we had some aggressive acts that has happened on mass media. Luckily, I've done a research study in regards to aggressive acts in 2018. I'm going to learn how to be able to share my screen with you guys so you can see the research that I conducted and what doctors signed off on it with me. So right now, you are witnessing mass media violence, right? What is that mass media violence distracting us from? He says, confuse the language to keep us from going within, right? All right, and within the next week, I'm going to do some theories of personality as well. My doctoral supervisor signed off on that. I did teach general psychology at the community college, but it's not teaching of the higher ups, right? It's teaching at the undergraduate level. All right, so we're going to go over aggressive acts that are displayed in mass media and what it is being done to distract us. The psychology of mass media, I'm going to do a course on that. I'm going to do a course on Mind the Master, right? MIND, the Master. That was one of the research projects that I conducted. We're going to do some meditations on imagination and fancy. We're going to do some coursework on the positive force, showing you how to let go of familial support, right? And how not to succumb to despair, but forging your way with a definitive plan on action, right? Your mind projects into the future. It sculpts an image of what it is that you desire as a state of development. So, whatever your vision is, the vision is not a mere flight or fancy whimsy. It is very meticulous and it's crafted and it's the blueprint of your ambition. So, I'm going to teach you how to tap into the blueprint of your ambitions. I might have to create a course on that and sell it as digital assets. All right, so we're also going to go into rigorous reasoning and a profound understanding of common sense and how to evaluate the benefits of success as it brings forth to humanity of God's creations. We're going to go over how our mind of youth labors mentally. We're going to go over breathing life into your vision through relentless repetition and refinement. We're going to go into learning and seeking counsel from seasoned mentors to whence have that you're needing as seasoned. And we're going to go into maintaining a courageous and optimistic mindset, all for this season of fall. So if you're on my channeling, I need for you guys to drop all racism or colorism, because I do not do racism or colorism. I also do not do negative self-talk. I also do not do poverty talk. I don't want any of my science to be impure. Hello, how are you, Mulatto Master? Hey, 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 hey. I'm gonna go over the deceptive mirage and how to spot them in your community. I'm gonna go over population control. I'm going to go over emotional regulation and body regulation with you guys. We're going to go over what the term means of a cautionary tale. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over transformative power. Oh yeah, we are most definitely on the same frequency. Please don't allow your frequency to be downgraded. I'm going to go over what a Z-wave is. I'm going to go over broadband internet, Wi-Fi. I got signed off on that 2 years ago, so I'm going to start teaching about that. I'm going to go over what to know and understand when the mass media starts utilizing terms of COVID-19. I got certified to be a voice with a doctoral perspective. I got signed off on that. We're going to go over setting clear goals, visualizing success, and developing actionable plans, because they are crucial steps in this journey during this new golden age. We're going to go over recognizing this distinction of passiveness, aimlessness, and deceptive force. I'm going to teach you exactly what a deceptive force is and how to spot it and be aware of that. I got signed off on that as well. I got signed off to go over conflicts of interest with you guys too. I'm too excited. We're going to go over juxtaposing desire and action. I'm going to change up the terminology a little bit so all people from all walks of life will be able to know and understand. I coined the phrase metaphor and play in my readings and my literature in 2019. I did a copyright on it and everything. So we're going to go over my metaphor and play. I created that term, and hopefully one day it'll be in the history books, the psychology books, with my name by it, listed PhD. And I'm grateful for that copyright. And it is called Metaphor and Play. We're also going to go over invaluable training and education, not merely in just academic terms, but in self discipline, which bedrocks robust character. We're going to go over true character and how it transcends the superficial accolades of money, fame, or societal approval. It is rooted in clear consciousness, bodily control, mental purity, and a genuine love for humanity. I'm going to go over how you guys can do some self-reflection questions like, do we maintain integrity? Are we masters of our physical and mental realms? I'm going to go over techniques of how people alter your physical and mental realms. We're going to go over that. I do have the credentialing to go over that. Since I was signed off by the doctoral board, I'm going to teach a course on that. We're going to go over the reflections that shape our happiness or misery and form our moral compass, which guides our actions. I'm going to go over that with you guys. We're going to go over nihilism because if you're in my mastery, I need for you guys to be aware with being aware of nihilism. So if you're on my platform, you know, since 2018, I've been standing firm on to think is to act and to act is to live, thereby creating a life imbued with love and purpose. I'm going to go over what I was creating before family, friends, and coworkers brought spiritual diseases through other people into my home. I'm going to use that as an example. I love using my life experiences as examples. The good, the bad, the ugly. I believe that all the good, bad, and the ugly made me who I am today. And I want you guys to be thriving along with me. I believe that if you're here and you're tapped in at my frequency, then you are of academia. And we are tapped in and tuned in into what it is that we need to create in this new phase of this new golden age, right? We are still in Renaissance age, right? But we are watching what we built in Renaissance age be implemented in this golden era, right? We took Project 2025 and implemented it in 2021 for those who were in that training. So now you guys are seeing what we created in 2021 being played out full force on mass media. We also are going to go over disease, loss, and sorrow that may challenge us, but our commitment to positive desire and action must remain steadfast, you guys. True strength is found in the earnest pursuit of making others happy, through seeking courage, through knowledge, and overcoming the fears born from ignorance. Ignorance is not bliss, you guys. There is too much science out here to remain ignorant as to what is truly going on. We're gonna go over how fear leads to a metaphorical death. When I'm finished with you guys, I hope that you embody not having the fear of death, right? I am one to never fear death. I went through a training on how to recognize it in the atmosphere. We're going to go into how courage unlocks the doors to life, serenity, and joy. All right, so in my book Fire in Desire, I teach you guys a form of reflection via Sigmund Freud, and knowing and understanding that reflection starts by acknowledging the often what is deemed selfish nature of humanity, attributing it to the overshadowing of our inner light by our baser instinct. You don't want to be around anyone during this time who's going to dim your light. You don't want to be around anyone who is brown nosing through your name or using your name for a clout. You don't want to be around the herd. This is for the black sheeps. So the central interplay of what we're going to be going over the next 2 weeks, central, to this philosophy, it is the interplay between attraction and repulsion, the forces that shape our interests and actions. It's pleasure and pain and how others thrive off our pain. So pleasure and pain guide our choices, yet the will unable to assert itself. We're going to go over false teachings through preachings as well. We're going to go over the devil's tongue and the energy they use of the demonic forces. We will be going over that. We're going to be going over the highlights of the struggle of the human, on how they overcome obstacles and achieve joy. I'm going to show you guys how to remove a pro se. What is a prosecutor? It's someone that always lies, and they're able to back it up with facts. So I'm going to show you guys how to do a pro se at a master level, and then again at a doctorate level. And I got certified to do this in 2021 and recertified in 2023 and again this year. Is going to be presented as essential for controlling the restless nature of the mind and achieving personal growth. As I encourage you guys to harness your willpower, embrace wisdom, or train your minds, I'm going to show you how to trash any negative energy that comes for you, any naysayers. I'm going to show you how people want you to shut up. I'm going to show you how you can see the expressions on people's face when they're like, oh, you need to shut up, but not say it. I'm going to show you guys how my friends in law enforcement showed us some techniques on how to counteract family of criminals and what they utilize you for, which is, of course, the scapegoat, right? I'm going to show you guys how to overcome a guilty conscience, that the energy that is projected onto you. Never allow anybody to tell you who you are. Okay, that's their guilty conscience, not yours. So I'm going to show you who and where and how to counteract it. Now, this technique was given it to me by some medical directors, and we learned this from all the military personnel that came to our hospitals, as well as, our law enforcement, our preachers, and lawyers, even district attorneys come into our psychiatric hospitals needing our help for what they have seen. I'm going to teach you guys some criminology 101 from the criminology psychology courses that I had to take. I'm going to show you how white people and black people form bonds behind the scenes to silence what they don't need spoken out in public. Luckily, all my research is in the hands of the right doctors, and they're always monitoring the situation at hand. But the key thing is we're going to be going over enhancing mental clarity and growth through deliberate thought. Now, with this, you guys are going to have to be able to, let go of any people, places, and things that don't want to see you grow and be in your highest capacity to serve the highest good. We don't need any negative family members, friends, or old co-workers around. I'm going to show you guys how to remove a throat check. We got a lot of throat checkers in these day and ages. These people are trying to check throats, right, when they should not even consider checking throats. I'm going to teach you guys what solitary thought is and how to exert it when you are needing to let go of any mental pressure from solitary thought. I'm going to show you how the nerve endings of the brain become tense. I'm going to show you the wave in which it flows. I'm going to show you how it is triggered by the cochlea. And I'm going to give you guys the devices and what EMF is. Exactly. What's a throat check? What's a fact checker, right? I'm just trying to increase and harness your cognitive potential. This transformation underscores the importance of focused thinking and harnessing your cognitive potential. All right, so during this time, you guys are going to have to maximize the benefits of reading. Choose what books that you want to align with your aims, aspirations in life. Offering fresh and strong thoughts. I'm going to show you how a justice system try to get you shot up with local people with no education and stuff like that. It's not them trying, it's how their economy is designed. And I'm going to show you how to overcome that. This was taught to us before the pandemic. I'm going to show you how to counteract people pressuring your speech. Right now, focused thinking and intentional reading are crucial for mental clarity and personal growth, you guys. I'm going to show you how to create and deepen positive neural pathways through deliberate thought and selective reading. It will be able to enhance your cognitive abilities and align your actions with higher purpose. I've said this since 2018. The mind is quicker than the eye. The mind is quicker than the eye, you guys. I don't want anyone think of me as a leader. That's something for people who need to be a leader, okay? I'm going to teach you guys how not to be careful when you're aligning to what it is that you're wanting to manifest in your life. I'm going to show you how to dismantle a system that is keeping you behind in life. Now, I did this in 2018. I was told not to give the new blueprint when we hit pandemic. Now I can utilize all the training in this golden age. We allowed people to do the work for us on social media. Now social media is not what it is that we need, which I stated this for the past 6 years, right? Never tie your confidence with family, friends, co-workers. Never tie your confidence with social media. So I'm pretty much to bring down everything that I just said in the past 33 minutes, right? Over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to show you how to expand your brain and unfold your higher consciousness, right? Always remain in higher consciousness regardless of who you are speaking with. Remain in a state of higher consciousness. Now, you guys know I've always told you about how Moses parted the Red Sea. I'm going to show you, I'm going to pull my old videos that are available on my old Facebook page. I'm going to show you how to overcome black ops, operants, and psyops. So this deliberate manner of reading, it will not only enhance comprehension, but it will empower us to connect thoughts, thereby expanding our intellectual horizons. So I'm going to be doing more work on platforms that I can do lives on instead of just posting. I'm going to deny a lot of access to me because a lot of people think that my posts are about them, and honestly, those people I could care less about. You know, I've let go of so many family friends all in 2018. I wrote a whole book about it that is available on Amazon, you know, and these family and friends brought a whole system to make me a part of their life, but actually, you know, make me be on the outside looking in, you know. My thing is, I went to college in 2004 where I was away from family. So what's new? You know, what's new? And I wrote about this in my book, Fire and Desire, that was self-published on Amazon 2019. That was March when I dropped it. All right, so we're going to definitely transcend our lower nature, align our actions with our higher purpose, and ultimately achieve a state of cheerfulness and fulfillment. And we're going to do that for 7 consecutive days. And when we conduct a reflection, the reflection complements the early decision and discussions on the power of imagination and the pursuit of noble desires and actions. And whoever don't want to align to it, if they breach your data, you have the right to sue. So I'm going to show you how to create a cohesive narrative, not the narrative that they're pushing on us via media. I'm going to teach you about double consciousness. For a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. So I'm going to show you how to counteract the thoughts of poverty, removing double consciousness. And this is from the perspectives of Aristotle and Dr. Nishia Kanta. Much love to Doc Nishi Kanta. We're going to move anything of elucidating. I'm going to show you how to embody the energy that you want to be and know and understand that you don't have to be of resonance with everyone. I threw people pleasing out the window a long time ago. People pleasing ties you to poverty. Unless it's with pure science where we're only utilizing the algorithms, right? So I'm going to show you how to only use the pure science, and if people think that you're talking about them, it bounces off of you because you're not talking about them. You're utilizing pure science, right? All right, you guys. So thank you for coming to my TED Talk, as they would say. Much love, peace, and prosperity to you and your family. Take care.